Hello student, I am Priya Singh from Saraswat International Academy. I am teaching mathematics to standard of 9. Here we are going to continue our chapter number 2, that is polynomial part 5. In last part we have studied about the factorization of polynomial and solve the example sums. And I am giving exercise 2.4 to solve for your practice. Now in this part we will start to solve the exercise 2.4 sum. Our exercise 2.4 sum, question number 1 in exercise, question number 1 is determine which of the following polynomial has x plus 1 of factor. We have find x plus 1 is a factor of our polynomial given in the question form. We have given 4 question polynomial. So we have determined for the value of linear polynomial x plus 1 be the factor of the different polynomial. So for that, in question number 1, here we write our polynomial as in the form of variable x. So we write let p of x is equal to our polynomial is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. We have find x plus 1 be a factor of this polynomial. For that, first we find the root of the linear equation x plus 1. First we find the root, mean we equal x plus 1 to 0 and we get the value of x is 1 minus 1. Now putting x plus 1 equal to 0, we get x equal to minus 1. So using remainder theorem, for determining, we use remainder theorem. We write polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1. Then remainder will give by p of minus 1. For that, we substitute the value of x equal to minus 1 in our polynomial. We get p of minus 1. Substituting in polynomial all value of x minus 1. Write this step and we get minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 plus 1. Simplifying this step, we get answer 0. It means substituting the value of x equal to minus 1, we get p of minus 1 0. So we say since remainder p of minus 1 equal to 0, hence x plus 1 is a factor of our polynomial p of x. Similarly, we solve second question. Again we have defined x plus 1 be the factor of our polynomial p of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. For that, first we find the root of our linear equation x plus 1 equal to 0. X plus 1 equal to 0, it means x equal to minus 1. Substituting this value in our polynomial, so using remainder theorem, we substitute the value of x equal to minus 1 in our polynomial. It be given by p of minus 1, remainder given by p of minus 1. Substituting all the value of x equal to minus 1 in our polynomial p of x. Write this step minus 1 raised to 4 plus minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus in the bracket minus 1 plus 1. Simplifying this step, we get answer is 1. It means substituting the value of x equal to minus 1, p of minus 1 equal to 1 means it not equal to 0. So by remainder p of minus 1 not equal to 0. Hence we say x plus 1 is not a factor of our polynomial p of x. Next question, question number 3. In question number 3, we write our polynomial p of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. Again we have find x plus 1 be the factor of our polynomial. Similarly, we first find the root of linear equation. Putting x plus 1 equal to 0, we get the value of x equal to minus 1. By using remainder theorem, write our polynomial p of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1. Then by remainder is given by p of minus 1. Substituting the value of x equal to minus 1 in our polynomial p of x, we get p of minus 1. Write this step minus 1 whole raised to 4 plus 3 into minus 1 whole cube plus 3 into minus 1 whole square plus multiply minus 1 plus in the bracket minus 1 plus 1. Simplifying this step and last we get answer is 1. It means substituting the value of p of x equal to minus 1, p of minus 1 equal to 1, it means it not equal to 0. So since by reminder p of minus 1 not equal to 0, hence we say x plus 1 is not a factor of our polynomial p of x. Last question, question number 4. We write again our polynomial p of x given in the question. P of x is equal to x cube minus x square minus in the bracket 2 plus root 2 into x plus root 2. Again we have find x plus 1 be the factor of this polynomial. For that we find the root of the linear equation x plus 1 equal to, we equal this equation to 0 and we get the value of x equal to minus 1. By remainder theorem we write our polynomial p of x is divided by x plus 1, then remainder given by p of minus 1. Substituting value of x equal to minus 1 in our polynomial, we get this step minus 1 whole cube minus 1 whole square minus in the bracket 2 plus root 2 into minus 1 plus root 2. Simplifying this step, lastly we get the value of this simplification 2 root 2 means substituting the value of x equal to minus 1, we get p of minus 1 2 root 2 means it not equal to 0. So by reminder p of minus 1 not equal to 0, hence x plus 1 is not a factor of our cubic polynomial x cube minus x square minus in the bracket 2 plus root 2 into x plus root 2. Next question, question number 2. Here the question number 2 is use the factor theorem whether to determine whether gx is factor of px in each of the following cases. We have given two polynomial gx and another polynomial px. We have determined gx be the factor of our polynomial px, and using factor theorem, in factor theorem if any polynomial be the factor of another polynomial, then the value of the polynomials means the value of polynomial gx, we get first we find the root of this polynomial gx and substituting the value of this root x in our polynomial px. Simplifying this step, we get if for the value of x of g, the value of p of x equal to 0, it means gx be the factor of px. So using remainder theorem, for that we divide px by 0, px by gx, and getting the remainder for the value of gx x and substituting if it be the 0, then we say gx be the factor of px. So starting to solve question number 1. Here the question number 1 is given by p of x is equal to 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1 and gx is equal to x plus 1. We have first find gx with the factor of px. For that first we find the root of gx means we equal our polynomial gx to 0 means substituting the value the polynomial gx x plus 1 to 0, we get x equal to minus 1. Using remainder theorem, when p of x is equal to, we say when p of x is equal to 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1 is divided by gx x plus 1, remainder is given by for the value of gx x plus 1, remainder is given by p of minus 1. Substituting all the value of x equal to minus 1 in our polynomial px, we get the value of p of minus 1. Substitute in polynomial, the step is minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 1. Simplifying this step, lastly we get answer is 0. So for the value of x equal to minus 1, p of minus 1 is 0. Since remainder p of minus 1 equal to 0, hence gx is factor of px. Similarly, in second question number 2, px is equal to our polynomial px is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 and gx is equal to x plus 2. We have find gx be the factor of px. For that first we find the root of gx, putting x plus 2 equal to 0, we get x equal to minus 2. For the value of x equal to minus 2, we have find p of minus 2 to 0. For that, we use the remainder theorem. We write when p of x equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by gx x plus 2, remainder is given by p of minus 2. We substitute the value of x equal to minus 2 in our polynomial. Substituting all this step in our polynomial is minus 2 cube plus 3 into minus 2 square plus 3 into minus 2 plus 1. Simplifying this step, and lastly we get answer is minus 1. Means for the value of x equal to minus 2, our polynomial p of minus 2 is minus 1. It means it not equal to 0. Hence we say, since remainder p of minus 2 not equal to 0, hence gx is not a factor of px. Next question, question number 3. Here polynomial is given by p of x is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6 and gx is x minus 3. Again we have find gx with the factor of px. So first we find the root of gx, means substituting putting x minus 3 equal to 0, we get the value of x equal to 3. Using remainder theorem, we say when px is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6 is divided by x minus 3, the remainder is given by p of 3. For the value of x equal to 3, we find p of 3, substituting x equal to 3 in our polynomial. The step is 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square plus 3 plus 6. Simplifying this step, and lastly we get answer is 0. So for the value of x equal to 3, p of 3 equal to 0. Since remainder p of 3 equal to 0, hence gx is a factor of px. Next question, question number 3. Question number 3 is find the value of question number 3. Find the value of k. We have find the value of k if x plus 1 is a factor of our polynomial px. Here x plus 1 is a factor of our polynomial px in each of the following cases. We have given cases in question wise. We have find the value of k in given in the polynomial px, and also in question given the condition x minus 1 be the factor of our polynomial. So start to solve. Here in question number 1, first we write our polynomial px. Px is equal to x square plus x plus k. Here x plus 1 is a factor of our polynomial. So first we find the root of the linear equation x minus 1. Putting x minus 1 to 0, we get x equal to 1. Using remainder theorem, p of x is equal to x square plus x plus k is divided by x minus 1. Remainder is given by p of 1. So we substitute in polynomial x equal to 1. We get p of 1 is equal to 1 square plus 1 plus k. Simplifying this step, we get our polynomial p of 1 is equal to 2 plus k. In question statement say x minus 1 is a factor of px. Hence the remainder of when any polynomial be the factor of our polynomial, then the remainder for the value of the factor remainder is 0. So here for the value of x equal to 1, p of 1 equal to 0 by the condition of question. So we write hence remainder p of 1 equal to 0. Our p of 1 value is 2 plus k. So 2 plus k equal to 0. 2 plus k equal to 0. Simplifying, here 2 is positive, that's why it be negative. For the value of x equal to minus 1 be the factor of our polynomial, we get the value of k is minus 2. Similarly, we solve question number 2. Here polynomial p of x is given by 2x square plus kx plus root 2. Again find the root of x minus 1. We get the value of x is 1. Substituting by using remainder theorem, our remainder is given by p of 1. So substituting x equal to 1 in our polynomial, we get this step, p of 1 is equal to 2 1 square plus k into 1 plus root 2. Simplifying this step, we get our polynomial is 2 plus k plus root 2, the value of p of 1. Again, by the condition of question, x minus 1 be the factor of our polynomial, hence remainder of p of 1 equal to 0. So, we equal p of 1 to 0 means we equal our polynomial to 0. We get this step equaling, we get 2 plus k plus root 2 equal to 0 means here root 2 is positive, that side it be negative, and again 2 is positive, that side again it be negative. Then we write k is equal to minus 2 root 2 or minus root 2 minus 2. Both be correct. Third question number third is polynomial is p of x is equal to kx square minus root 2x plus 1. Again, for the linear equation, we get the root of x minus 1, we get the value of x is 1. Put by remainder theorem, we write our polynomial p of x is equal to kx square minus root 2x plus 1 is divided by x minus 1. Remainder is given by p of 1. Substituting the value of x equal to 1 in our polynomial, we get our polynomial p of 1 as p of 1 is equal to k minus root 2 plus 1, k 1 square minus root 2 into 1 plus 1. Simplifying, we get the polynomial k minus root 2 plus 1. By the condition of question, x minus 1 is a factor of px, hence remainder of p of 1 equal to 0. So, equal p of 1 to 0, we equal our polynomial to 0. Then we find the value of k. Here root 2 negative, that side it be positive, and 1 is positive, that side be negative. Substitute by the factor, we get the value of k is root 2 minus 1. Next question, question number 4. Question number 4 is p of x is equal to kx square minus 3x plus k. Again, putting x minus 1 0, we get the value of x equal to 1. Substituting using remainder theorem, px is equal to, when px is equal to kx square minus 3x plus k is divided by x minus 1, remainder is p of 1. Substituting x equal to 1 in our polynomial, we get this polynomial step k 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k. Simplifying, we get the polynomial is 2k minus 3. Again, the condition of question, x minus 1 is a factor of our polynomial px, hence remainder p of 1 equal to 0. So, equal p of 1 to 0, we equal our polynomial 2k minus 3 equal to 0. We get 2k is equal to, here 3 is negative, that side be positive, and 2 is multiply, that side be divide. We get the value of k is 3 upon 2. Now, next question, question number 4. Our question number 4 is factorize the polynomial. Here in the question, we see all the polynomial is quadratic polynomial. So, we factorize this polynomial by using middle term splitting method. Starting to solve question number 4. First question, polynomial is 12x square minus 7x plus 1. First, we compare our polynomial to general form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. Comparing the term, we get a is equal to 12, b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 1. In middle term splitting method, I am explain that first we multiply a into c, means here we multiply 12 into 1. We get the value is 12 and it be the product of two number. First we have find the factor of this. For that, the product of a into c means 12 into 1, we get 12 and the middle term is minus 7. So, first we find the factor of 12 by SCF method. We factorize it, 6 2s are 12, 2 3s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. For that, first we have to find the two number whose multiplication, whose product give us 12 and whose sum give the 7 and also minus 7. For that, here we multiply 2 2s are 4 and 3. So, 4 into 3 it means 12 and 4 plus 3 it means 7. So for that we write 4 into 3 and minus 4 plus 3. We get the value of middle term minus 7. So here we use minus plus and minus multiplying that we get the positive answer. So we split 7 as 4 and 3, sum of 4 and 3. Substituting in our polynomial, split the middle term. Our polynomial is, the next step is written by 12x square minus in the bracket 4 plus 3 into x plus 1. Open the bracket, multiplying, we get this step 12x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 1, because out from the bracket it be the negative, so multiplication symbol be changed, plus minus. Here we make a pair, so these two term be the one pair. Here 12x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 1. These two term be the one pair and these two term be the another pair. In this first pair we common 4x. From both we get the rest term is 3x minus 1. And the next pair we common minus 1, because here we want negative, here the bracket has negative, so here we also want negative term, we common the negative symbol, and common here the term be 3x positive form, so we common 1 minus 1, we get 3x minus 1. Here in the whole pair we get two bracket, both are common in two term, we common it 3x minus 1, then the rest bracket is 4x minus 1. So the factor of our quadratic polynomial is 3x minus 1 into 4x minus 1. Similarly, we use this splitting middle term method in rest 3 question. Next question, question number 2. Here polynomial is given by 2x square plus 7x plus 3. First we write the general form of quadratic polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c. Comparing the term, we get the value of a is 2, b is 7 and c is 3. By the method, first we multiply 2 into 3, we get 2 3s are 6 and the middle term is 7. So we find the factor of 6. Factor of 6, here we use 1 and 6, means adding 6 and 1 we get 7 and multiplying 1 and 6 we get 6. So these two number we use to split our middle term. Substituting in middle term, the step is 2x square plus in the bracket 6 plus 1 into x plus 3. Multiplying the bracket term, we get this step 2x square plus 6x plus x plus 3. Now we make a pair, so these two term be one pair and these two term be the another pair. First pair we common 2x from both, we get the rest term be x plus 3 and here x plus 3 be whole pair, so we common here 1, we get the bracket x plus 3. In whole pair we common x plus 3 from both, we get the rest bracket is 2x plus 1. So the factor of our quadratic polynomial is x plus 3 into 2x plus 1. Next question, question number 3. Factor 6x square plus 5x minus 6. First comparing by quadratic equation general form, ax square bx plus c. Here a is equal to 6, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to minus 6. Starting this method, splitting middle term, we multiply 6 into minus 6, a into c, and a is 6 and c is minus 6. So multiply 6 into minus 6, we get minus 36 and the middle term is 5. So we first find the factor of 36 by using the two number 9 4s are 36, but we want the middle term in positive 5 and the multiply is negative 5. So here we use 9 positive term and 4 in negative term. So 9 into minus 4 we get minus 36, and adding these two term 9 plus minus 4, subtracting plus minus 9 minus 4, we get our middle term 5. So we split 5 by using these two number 9 and minus 4. Substituting this value in the step, we write 6x square plus in the bracket 9 minus 4 into x minus 6. Multiplying the bracket, we get the step 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6. Again making a pair, these two term with the one pair and rest two term with another pair. First pair we common 3 and 3 into x. The rest term is 2x plus 3, and last bracket, here we want in the bracket plus symbol, so here both be the negative, we common it, then we common 2, here the bracket is 2x plus 3. Whole pair we common 2x plus 3, we get the rest bracket is 3x minus 2. So the factor of our quadratic polynomial is 2x plus 3 into 3x minus 2. Next question, question number 4. Question number 4 is factorize 3x square minus x minus 4. Again compare the term quadratic general equation x square plus bx plus c. Comparing the term, we get a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 1 and c is equal to minus 4. In the step, first we multiply a into c, means 3 multiplied by minus 4, 3 4s are 12 and plus minus minus, and the middle term is minus 1. So first we find the factor of 12. Here the factor of 12 we use two numbers 3 and 4. 3 and 4, but we want minus 12 and the middle term be also in minus. So we use 3 in positive term and 4 is negative term. So 3 into minus 4 we get minus 12 and 3 plus minus 4, subtracting 3 minus 4 be minus 1. So we factor, we split minus 1 by two number 3 and minus 4. Substituting in our step, we get the step as 3x square minus in the bracket 4 minus 3 into x minus 4. Multiplying this step, we get polynomial is 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. This two term be the first pair and second two term be the and last two term be the second pair. Common here the coefficient be the different number, we not common any number, so we common only x in the first pair. So here rest term be 3x minus 4, and again the bracket we have common, so we here write common to 1 3x minus 4. Again common 3x minus 4 in the first in the whole pair, we get the rest bracket is x plus 1. So the factor of our quadratic polynomial is 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. Next question, question number 5. Again factorize. We have factorized the polynomial, and the polynomial is cubic polynomial. So cubic polynomial, first we factorize this polynomial by using long division method, and then when we get the quotient is the less power of cubic, it be the quadratic polynomial. So this polynomial, quadratic polynomial, we factorize by using splitting middle term method. So start first question for the solving. Here the first polynomial is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. First, we write our polynomial. Let px is equal to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. First, we substitute value of x by trial, and if for the value of x our polynomial it be 0, then we say for the value of the number this be the factor of our polynomial. So here we try for the value of x equal to 1, substituting x equal to 1 in our polynomial, we get p of 1. P of 1 is 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 1 plus 2. Simplifying this step, we get answer is 0. Mean when for the value of x equal to 1 our polynomial will be 0, so we write x minus 1 with the factor of our polynomial. So here we write x minus 1 is the factor of our polynomial, so we divide our polynomial px by factor x minus 1 by using long division method. So in long division method, first we compare the first term of dividend to divisor, and we get x cube divided by x, means the quotient is x square, because in multiplication power will be subtracted, so x raised to 3, and here in divisor x raised to power 1, so 3 minus 1 we get x square. Right in our quotient polynomial, multiplying x square by x minus 1, write this step, and subtracting from dividend we get the term, first term be cancelled, and minus 2 plus 1 means minus 1, and note down all the rest term. Again comparing the term, here the first term is minus x square and divisor first term is x, so quotient is minus x. Write in the quotient polynomial, multiplying minus x to our divisor x minus 1, note down and subtract from dividend, we get the, here first term be cancelled and get minus x minus x minus minus plus, so minus 2x, and rest term be 2. Now again compare the term of dividend 2x and divisor x, we get the quotient minus 2. Substitute in quotient polynomial and multiplying minus 2 by x minus 1, substituting and subtracting we get answer remainder 0. So we write our polynomial in factor form. P of x is equal to, first factor is x minus 1 and quotient is x square minus 2x minus 2, and remainder is 0, so we don't show here plus 0. We be the two factor of our polynomial. Again here we get the quadratic polynomial and it also be factorized, so by using splitting middle term method we factorize this polynomial. So in the next step we factorize, so we multiply, here the coefficient is 1 into minus 2 we get minus 2, and middle term is again minus 2, so we use 2 into 1, but we want here negative and also number be in negative form, so here we use minus 2 and plus 1, and we get the middle term be minus 1. For that we write minus in the out from and 2 minus 1 in the bracket. So here we write the step, x minus 1 bracket as it is, factor of our factorization of our quadratic polynomial x square minus x minus 2 as in the bracket, x square minus, we use 2 and minus 1 because minus is out from the bracket, so 2 minus 1 into x minus 2, multiplying the bracket we get this step, x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. Again make a pair and common the number which are in both, and getting the step x minus 1 in the bracket x, rest term is x minus 2, and plus 1, the bracket is x minus 2, common x minus 2 in both pair. In the whole pair we get the factor of the cubic polynomial is x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x plus 1. Similarly, we solve question number second. Here question number second, cubic polynomial is given by x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. First, for the trial, we will use the value of x equal to 1 for finding the factor. So, substituting x equal to 1 in our polynomial, we get p of 1. The step is 1 cube minus 3 1 square minus 9 minus 5. Simplifying the step and we get p of 1 is equal to minus 16. It means it not equal to 0. So x minus 1 is not the factor of polynomial. Again we try for the value of x equal to minus 1. Substituting x equal to minus 1 in our polynomial, we get p of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 cube minus 3 into minus 1 square minus 9 into minus 1 and plus minus 5. Simplifying this step we get answer 0. For the x equal to minus 1 p of minus 1 equal to 0 means x plus 1 be the factor of our polynomial. So we divide our polynomial by x plus 1 by long division method. Similarly as we do in our question, so we get the quotient in quadratic form, x square minus 4x minus 5. Now again we factorize this quadratic equation polynomial by middle term splitting method. We get this step px is equal to x plus 1 first factor into second factor x square minus 4x minus 5. Factorize quadratic polynomial. Here the coefficient of x square is 1, so 1 into minus 5 we get minus 5 and middle term is minus 4. So factorize minus 5 as 5 into 1. We use out from the bracket minus, so here we use 5 positive and minus 1 negative. Substituting this step we get x square in the bracket x square minus in the bracket 5 minus 1 into x minus 5. Simplifying this step and making pair and common, we get the factor of the polynomial, and last the factor of cubic polynomial is given by p of x is equal to x minus 1 into x minus 5 into x plus 1. Next question, question number 3. Question number 3 is factorize cubic polynomial x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20. First we write our polynomial px because it be the form of variable x. Substituting x equal to by trial minus 1, we get substituting x equal to minus 1. First we try for x equal to 1, we get x for the value of x equal to 1 p of not equal to 0. So second we try for the value of x equal to minus 1. Then trying we get the value of p of minus 1 equal to 0. So we say x plus 1 be the factor of our polynomial. Then we divide our polynomial by x plus 1 by using long division method. We get the two factor of our polynomial because remainder be 0. So the first factor is x plus 1 and the second factor is x square plus 12x plus 20. The second factor be the quadratic form. So again we factorize this quadratic equation by splitting middle term method. Here the coefficient of x square is 1. So 1 multiplied by 20 we get product is 20 and middle term is 12. So we split 20 as 10 2s are 20 and 10 plus 2 we get 12. So split 12 by using 2 digit 10 plus 2. Substituting the step we get the factor of quadratic polynomial x square plus in the bracket 10 plus 2 into x plus 20. Multiplying this step and again making pair and common it from the both, and we get the last factor of our cubic polynomial x plus 1 into x plus 10 into x plus 2. Next question, question number 4. Question number 4, again factorize cubic polynomial 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. First we write our polynomial p of y is equal to, here we write our polynomial p of y because all the variable of polynomial be in the form of y. So we write our polynomial p of y. P of y is equal to y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. First trial we substitute y equal to 1. So p of y substituting we not get 0. So the second trial we put y is equal to minus 1. Substituting y equal to minus 1 we get this step, and simplifying this step we get p of minus 1 equal to 0. So p of for the value of y is equal to minus 1, p of minus 1 equal to 0 means y plus 1 be the factor of our polynomial. So we divide our polynomial p of y by y plus 1 by using long division method. We get 2 factor of our polynomial. So we write p of y is equal to y plus 1 into 2y square minus y minus 1. Again the second factor be in quadratic form. So we factorize this by using middle term splitting method. Here the coefficient of y square is 2 and last term is minus 1. So multiplying 2 into minus 1 we get minus 2 and middle term be the minus 1. So we factorize minus 2 as 2 digit 2 into 1 and we want the middle term minus 1. So we use out from the bracket 2 and minus 1. For the 2 number we use 2 and minus 1, out from the bracket we get minus answer 1. Substituting the step we get 2y square minus in the bracket 2 minus 1 into y minus 1, multiplying the bracket and make pair common the term and we get lastly 2y into bracket y minus 1 plus 1 y minus 1 and common y minus 1 we get quadratic polynomial factor as 2y plus 1 and y minus 1. So lastly we write the factor of our cubic polynomial. First bracket y plus 1 multiply second bracket y minus 1 multiply third bracket 2y plus 1. Here we solved the exercise sum. Now in your homework I will give extra sum for your practice in PDF. Thank you.